Every fast fashion business end up with dead stock. Every fast fashion business owner dreams of launching the next bestseller. But every new collection comes with one big risk. What if customers simply don't respond to the way you expected? Let me tell you about a conversation I had recently. A few months ago, I was visiting the warehouse of a fast fashion business owner. As we walked through the warehouse, he proudly showed me his latest collection. Some was selling exceptionally well, but one particular collection caught my attention. I saw a pile, it had hardly moved. So I asked him, what happened to this collection? He smiled and said, honestly, we thought this would be our bestseller. Our entire team was very confident that the customer would love it. So I asked him another question. Then, why did it sell? He paused for a moment and replied, I really don't know. It just didn't receive the response we had anticipated. That answer stayed with me because I realized dead stocks don't start in the warehouse. It starts much earlier. Let me ask you a very simple question. How much inventory should you buy for a collection that has never been sold before? Think about it. Before you have made your very first sale, you have already designed the collection, purchased the fabric, developed samples, planned production, committed to the suppliers. And the most important, because of minimum order quantity, you have probably manufactured much more than you have ideally liked to. You have invested months of effort and lakhs of rupees, all before knowing whether the customer will actually like your new collection. That's the reality of every fast fashion business. Now, imagine the collection reaches the market. Customers see it, they try it, but it simply doesn't receive the response you had expected. Sales are much lower than planned. At that point, very few business owners immediately accept what the market is telling them. Instead, they say, maybe customers haven't discovered it yet, or maybe it'll sell during the next festive season. Let's run one more promotion. Let's wait for a little longer. And slowly, the collection stops moving. And before you realize it, it becomes dead stock. So before I left, I asked him one final question. Knowing what you know today, would you launch this collection again? He smiled immediately. Absolutely. I was surprised. Then he continued. But I definitely wouldn't manufacture this much inventory for sure. That was the moment I realized something. The problem wasn't the collection. The problem wasn't the customer. The problem wasn't even the forecast. The problem was committing too much inventory before the market had made its decision. Because in fast fashion, customers make the final decision only when they choose to buy. Unfortunately, our inventory decisions has to be made much earlier. But the good news is, dead stocks don't appear overnight. It leaves clues. The challenge is that most businesses don't recognize those clues until it's too late. So, in my next video, I'll show you how successful fast fashion businesses spot those clues early before today's slow moving collections become tomorrow's dead stock.